going on, everybody? It's yours truly, DJ your boy.
Well, Davia Johnson.
That's Vanavia Johnson, and I am Social Butterfly Fly.
You're at the latest episode of Happy Hour Video Podcast. What's going on, everybody? How's y'all's last couple weeks? Everything been straight?
Is it okay?
It's okay. It's been a little rough for me, but it's been okay. It's just back-to-back issues.
No, it happens.
It does. Life happens. We should take a shot for the cameraman's
Nope.
birthday.
I'm good on that.
Birthday. What's going on?
Well,
Are you waiting? Are you saving it for Monday?
Well, we're saying that because clearly we're not going to be on y'all with these shenanigans since we weren't invited.
Right.
Give it. I can't go anyway because I'm on the unemployed
and
drug
Robert
trade.
knew what he was
And
doing
Whitney, y'all, because I see.
He knows that I work Monday through Friday, and that's why he chose Monday through Thursday. But go ahead.
See, but can I just say
That's
though,
why.
between the two of us,
because we're girls.
no, I think.
That's why.
That's exactly why. Go ahead.
See, I think they wanted to go because people want to see what I'm like when I'm not in Huntsville, usually. Because I'm actually a lot of fun. People just don't.
I don't know. Never.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a whole lot of fun, but
Well, we had fun when we went to Atlanta.
yeah,
We're a whole lot of fun, so y'all go
Yeah.
ahead. We didn't want to go anyway. So.
Yeah.
She's a whole lot of fun.
I am a whole lot of fun.
And Robert, you know, alright, you gotta say this. It's just, we're fun because we hung out, when we had a little cook off and stuff. Okay, anyway, go ahead and pull it up.
Robert's like,
I'm really chill when I go out, so I'm pretty chill. Okay.
I would be
You know
concerned
what?
with I would be concerned
Why
with
you
you.
keep drinking when I...
Whitney, my concern would be you going to Orlando and coming back with another man. Coming back with another member of the fan club.
What are you talking
You're just
about?
collecting them.
Nothing. Okay, let's go.
You make friends everywhere you go.
Social butterfly, baby. What do you expect? Alright. Ooh.
That's a big old piece of paper.
It is, but guess what? The handwriting is so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. But look, it got sloppy at the end because I was trying to hurry up. Because y'all was throwing those questions at me. I was like, hurry. Okay, anyway. Alright, look at that pretty handwriting. Look at that. It's so pretty.
Oh, you mean the one that you had to redo because you put the wrong work down?
Can you ask the question, goddammit?
Okay. Are you responsible for your friend's behavior during outings?
Yes.
Drunk or not drunk? Or
Don't
both?
matter.
Are you serious? Like, what if you go to a party and they, like, maybe said something that might offend somebody?
That's why you know what friends to bring with, and you know what friends not to bring with.
That is true. That is true. So do you have a different set of group of friends or something?
My friends can behave themselves in any setting,
Well,
or they just not go if it's a setting they don't like.
Well, okay, so I have a friend who, like, she does want to hang out with me and my friends because I brought her in the group and all that stuff. So one time she was like, I want to go out. I was like, okay, cool, go out with your other friends. And she was like, nah, because they're ratchet. And she was like, I kind of like want to go out with y'all because y'all kind of like bougie ratchet. And I was like, what? But I was like, so you can't have a different set of group of friends because I know I do. Like Navia, there's certain friends that I won't be able to bring Navia around. Different. Navia's a different type of friend.
I'm not ratchet, is what you're saying.
Correct.
I know how to conduct myself in situations.
She's the bougie friend. I have to bring around the bougie crowd. And we got the. I really don't have any ratchet friends. Not really. I don't.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, all I know is that if you go, because here's the thing, if you show up somewhere with someone that acts a fool, people are going to be like, oh, she came with that girl up there acting a fool. Your friends are a reflection of you. So if they go somewhere and start tearing up the bar and breaking crap and get kicked out, then they're going to associate you with them.
Yeah,
they kick out everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah. Well, it just depends. Like, okay, for example, like if you have a drunken friend, yes, you should be responsible for that friend because they're drunk. They're not functioning. You need to babysit them.
At the end of the day, if shit was to break out, you're supposed to be able to throw hands with your friends. So if you're going to be in a situation where you end up having to throw hands, it better be for a damn good reason.
You gonna ask questions
later? Not just
later?
because you can't hold your lip here and you just went
That's what I'm
overboard
saying.
on
guess what? All y'all gotta fight. Every time you go out, not saying that I have friends like that, but if that's an every time thing, then don't fight that motherfucker out no more. Like y'all drink at the
you
house.
end up paying the price for it. So
Well,
if you're going to end up paying the price for it, you partly responsible.
To
for
me, you need to evaluate whether you need to just end that friendship, because if it happens every time,
And
that's a
the
whole lot of energy.
friendship.
I mean, after a
I
certain
had
point,
to have the talk with a lot of
Yeah.
people that I hang out with, because when we just chilling at the house and they drunk, yeah, I can handle it. It
Right,
ain't
right,
nothing.
right.
But I understand, just how they are. To random people when they do that shit, it's like shit could pop off very quickly. So, I had to do a couple threats. Look, you gonna be getting your ass whipped by yourself tonight.
Yeah, but
you
yeah,
have to talk before you go out.
I ain't ego. Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, because it could get to the point to where, like, okay, you might be at a club or something, and your friend is there, and they might choose a fight with somebody you're actually cool with, and it's like, damn, are you gonna throw hands then?
No, because we're not gonna get that deep.
It can, but it can though, because this person don't. Even though this person know you and you cool, and you got your friend all like, with the shit and talking the shit. I mean, it can. It has happened. It has happened. It can happen. Is what I'm saying.
Grown folks don't really do that type of shit. That's not an issue I've had in adulthood.
I've seen some grown folks that do stuff like that.
if you're friends with this person and they're like in their late 30s, well, 30s in general, 40s, doing that, still popping off, doing fights. Again, you need to evaluate your friendship.
That's not normal.
You need
That's
to
not normal.
maybe cut it
That's how
off.
we should be
Right.
normalizing.
Maybe they're having
it's
some
not-
personal. Maybe they got some personal issues going on they need to
That's
deal with.
Yeah, but
But
you
if
shouldn't
they-
leave them at that time.
But no, but here's the thing though.
They
If
got
it
personal
if it
stuff
repeatedly happens, like let's say for example, you hang out with this person every weekend, and every weekend for like 3 months, every time y'all go out, they fighting someone new. You need to cut out that friendship.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes friendships serve their purpose, and you go on your merry way.
That's true.
sometimes you're just too damn friendly. It shouldn't have happened to begin with.
That's true.
Some people just aren't meant to be your friends. They're meant to be your acquaintances. You just say hey to them in passing.
There's still people from high school I do that too.
But
Same.
Just say hey and go on your merry way.
Good to see you. Hope you safe. Stay safe, Poppin'.
Well, I say that to a certain extent, you're responsible for your friends' behavior now.
Your turn.
To a certain extent.
Are you gonna be sending
Shake
them in
'em
the
up, shake 'em up, shake 'em. Who sang that song?
That's Rum Shaker, isn't it? Rex and
Yeah, I
Effect.
got these TikTok pants. I had some. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
are you talking about the ones with the rouge and they're supposed to make your butt look bigger? Or you could just go to the gym and work out and make your butt get bigger. Or you could just go and get a BBL, Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, yeah. Mine's real slide. Go ahead.
What are the signs that show someone is not interested in you?
Effort's one-sided.
If it's one-sided.
If the effort is one-sided.
So if you're having to ask them to hang out and do things and calling them and texting them and stuff.
Like if you ain't hitting them, y'all ain't talking. Type stuff.
So if you're hitting them, but they're not responding, or you
No, like,
always
if
hitting
y'all
them up.
don't, if y'all ain't talking, unless you're the one that always has to, initiate it,
Then
then
they're not interested.
yeah, it's a little
Maybe they got
one-sided.
something going on. That don't mean that they're not interested. Maybe they just don't have. Maybe they just got like you, for example, Robert. You have a lot going on. You're not
Yeah.
going to be able to respond to everyone.
But if I want to do something, I will do it. So if let's say I want to be in a relationship or something like that, and I am going through the effort of getting to know someone, for whatever, then my priority is going to line up more so with the attention that will require. I'll make time for it, put it like that. Like for instance, for me, what it's always been, at least for the most part, is I've been worked up on getting myself ready for the goals and stuff I want to work on. So those priorities have always come first. But just like, it's with anything that you do. Anything you want, you're gonna put forth the effort. You're gonna put time and energy behind it. You're gonna.
Okay, so it's like that. Like that saying goes, you make time for
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you think you want something, but your body just ain't showing that that's true. The effort and stuff that you put into it just doesn't equal out to what you say.
What if, okay, so but what if you're reaching out and then they are responding and like does it go for like you set a date to hang out, but you're the person that's always setting the date. So does that kind of go with the?
It's just one sided. Only one person's putting the effort into the relationship, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When it's one sided like that, I don't know. Sometimes, like, I'm also not one I get stuck in my own little self a lot. Excuse me.
Like to be alone, like.
I just get stuck doing whatever projects I'm working on, and I get eagle-eyed. So I'm very good at getting focused on one thing and
And then
just
moving to the next.
getting hyper-focused on it. But like, I got friends and stuff that we may not talk for months,
Yes.
and then we will
Pick up.
like we never left. And we
Exactly.
straight. But that's just how our relationship is.
Right.
When it comes down to like real relationships, like romantic ones and all of that, that requires a little extra
Yeah.
attention.
It does.
Because I think with friendships, especially once you get to a certain age and a certain point where you're not all living in the same cities, you know, you can go and call them like 2-3 months later and just pick it up. With a relationship, you can't do that. If you want to be in a relationship, you're gonna make the effort to actually say, and at least let the person know, like, hey, I'm interested, or hey, what's up? We should at least hang out.
And it takes a lot of like, you gotta undo. Like for me, I've been single so long, I gotta undo a lot of the habits that I have as a single person. So like, I gotta look at this as a long-term thing. I gotta really change certain things about myself. I have to really like, yeah, it's more expensive just for me to date.
I wonder, should you, like, if you're about to date, I wonder if you should let that person know what you got going on, so that way they can choose if they want to.
I'll still make time for them if I want to. Like, it's not really a thing about it. And it's not, there may be times when I want to make time for a person, but that's just not high on the priority list. And so that can happen a lot too. So it just depends on, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have that conversation and, you know, have those type of friends that's cool with it.
Yeah, I agree with you on the friendship thing though, because I do have a best friend. Like, I've known her for 13 years, and like, we don't talk every day, but when we do talk, it's like we just pick up wherever we left off at, and like, I really consider her my best friend. So, but yeah, relationship wise, nah, it's not even like that at all. But if somebody's not interested, obviously it has to, or if somebody's interested, it has to go both ways.
I think communication is the key. And
What,
with,
just like let them know straight up, like.
well, see, here's the thing. I think with cell phones and texting and social media and stuff, it's made it
Especially
harder because most people, you know, for example, when I was in my early 20s, people had cell phones, but it's not the way that it is now. People, if you weren't interested in a guy, you'd be like, hey, I think you're cool and all, but I don't like you like that. You would just straight up tell them. You wouldn't leave them
You
alone.
can't do that now. They'll shoot you. Someone will get angry and try to kill you.
Exactly. Because some people are mentally unstable.
First off,
Some people don't know
Right,
how to do
when
rejection.
I was growing up, women didn't even do that. They let you down by just not talking to you.
Or give you the wrong phone number.
Right.
Hey, do you not remember
I
this
wish
your phone?
women did just came up and just
Hey,
been like,
do you remember?
hey, I just don't fuck with you like that. Bet.
Do you
Ooh, I can move the fuck on my
But
life.
if a female say that now, it's be like, yo, stuck up bitch. Like, oh my god.
Look, it's always gonna be sorry ass motherfuckers.
Can I
like
tell you, back in when I was in high school, there used to be a phone number that people would give to guys they weren't interested in. They were calling, be like, pretty much it would be do the let down, be like, be like, hey, thanks, she's not interested in you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I remember
Pretty much it's like, hey,
It's an
just
app. I need to
yeah,
download
it's yeah,
it.
but there was a phone number that people would call.
Another example of scary ass shit.
You got to.
Nah,
But
you too
then,
scared
see,
just to
every
say
But see,
what's
I
up.
feel like that's a mature way to deal with things. A lot of people are immature and they're not going to just tell someone straight up they're not interested.
Yeah, the mature thing, you just say it. To
But
their
what if they
face.
can't? What if that? If you tell them that you're not interested, but yet they still keep going for it, be like, but I can make you interested though. Like, what?
Well, see, this is what I think happens
People
sometimes
gotta learn
though.
to understand no, but you gotta be consistent on it too.
Yeah.
A lot of times when women be trying to be nice and shit about it, they end up still giving more clues. Like, if you don't want to fuck with somebody, quit fucking with them. Don't be like,
They'll still flirt with them and stuff like that,
yeah,
and then still
trying
go
to be
out with
all
them and
polite,
stuff.
this, that, and the third. Nah, like y'all ain't friends. You ain't trying to be like that. Then cut that shit out. Like,
So she should add. So they should add a little spank after to it. Like damn.
I ain't
Like-
saying be disrespectful,
No.
but just set that boundary and stick to that boundary. Don't.
Yeah, if you're not
Don't
interested
shy
in a
away from it.
romantic relationship and you just want a friendship, just say I want a friendship. But don't go and be calling the guy wanting to go and be like, oh, we should go out to dinner and stuff, or be watching movies with him, just the two of you. Then you're
Yeah.
leading him on.
None of these dudes want to be friends. They don't want to be friends. They don't want to be friends. You said friend. Tell them that you want a friend relationship.
Well, no, but
But if he were to tell a female that if a female okay, attractive female, hold on, wait, let me make sure I get this right. So the chick likes you, Robert, okay? And I mean, look at your face. And she's probably not your type, but yet she's interested, and you're gonna say, I'm not interested, I just wanna be your friend. You're gonna tell her that, or you're just gonna be like, no, I'm not
I
interested.
had a conversation a few times. Like, yeah, if I see us getting somewhere where it's like, I don't need to, then I ask the question, hey, what exactly are you looking for? I'm looking for, for us to, maybe eventually,
You
And
cut
then
it short.
I tell it right then, whatever it is. Look, I think you're amazing. I love hanging out with you, and it's 100% truth. I don't lie. I tell 100% truth about it. This is why I fuck with you so much. A, B, C, or D.
But you must have done something to make her think that that's what
A lot of times it's just being nice and having manners.
Didn't you just have this whole conversation with us talking about some don't be nice?
well, no,
and
but
like-
see, here the issue though is this.
There's
it
a difference
goes
in
both-
being
I
friendly
think, yeah.
and flirty.
I think it goes two ways, kind of, because it's different if a guy is, let's say even a woman. If you're just being nice and polite, then if you're flirting with them, like touching their arm and putting your arm on their hand,
Well,
on your
she's
legs like
flirting
that.
and touching your arm and
But
stuff.
see,
Well,
some women aren't used to guys with manners.
Yeah.
Some women aren't used to guys being nice. They're used to guys just being jerks.
Oh,
And if a
gotcha.
guy just even opens the door for her and they're like, ew, he likes me. It's like, no, that's just manners. That's just
She
manners.
saw looks I done had growing up just from being polite. Motherfucker just automatically think, oh, you trying to get it with me. No, motherfucker, I don't.
Right.
But it's happened. It happens a lot. But no, like they get the impression a lot just from me being polite or whatever. But
Maybe
yeah,
just
I
tell
just
them,
have the conversation. I'm straight up. Look,
I'm not
this is
interested.
what I'm focused on right now, and I can't give you what.
Maybe
what
you
you
should
really
say that
deserve
at the
in this moment.
beginning. Then maybe
It's usually pretty close to the beginning.
yeah.
But I don't go into that because I don't go in looking for relationships. When I go
You
on a date,
don't, but they probably do.
when I
though.
go on a date or when I hang out with somebody, it is genuinely to get to know them, and it's very clear that that is the case.
Y'all might need to talk about that when y'all go on those dates. Then be like, look, I'm just trying to get to know you.
I gotta teach somebody how to date,
Well, here's
then that's
There's
probably
some of
an
them
issue.
that's probably
well,
like,
see, here's the thing though. When you hang
he's
out with
interested in me if he takes me out on a date.
Just because I'm interested in you, don't mean that I want to be with you.
You need to bring that to the table when you go on a date. Be like that. Be just like that.
I literally just went to somebody online because she likes a certain type of music, her vibe. She's an author, and I was like, this woman sounds interesting as fuck. I literally just went to her inbox and said, we need to have a conversation. I ain't trying to get with her. I don't know shit about her. Like, I just want to have a conversation. Pick her brain. See what she's talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's not like I'm not romantically looking for something. I'm I'm there literally
To get to know.
to get to know her. You know what I'm saying? If she's cool with it, then cool. We'll go have that meal. We'll have that conversation. And then that's it. I don't need to have this trick behavior where I'm trying to get some or trying to like, nah, I'm not there to sexualize her. I'm there just to get to know her. And that's it.
Okay.
Like-
Interesting.
All I'm saying is,
I feel
I
like
thought the
that's what
purpose of
normal people
hanging,
do.
yeah, I thought the purpose of hanging out was to get to know someone, and then
Yeah,
after
no.
you hang out with them like 2 or 3 times, if you think that you want a romantic relationship with them, you'll pursue it. If you want to just be friends with them, you just take that route,
Yeah.
and you hang out with them and go drink and stuff like that in group settings.
That's
I
the
mean,
point. Like, you know, going there with the expectation, like, oh, this has got to end in marriage. No, like, it's not that deep.
well, no, here's the
You
thing. Now
just
there are
have it.
crazy girls, in particular in their late teens or early 20s, that do that.
Yeah, but-
Every guy they meet, they're like, oh, he's gonna be my husband.
Yeah, but
We're
Robert
gonna-
don't date 20-year-olds, so it doesn't matter.
I don't date 24 and under. Yeah.
Who's
At least
next?
25.
You gotta
So-
have
If
age
you're not
limits. Age
interested,
limits.
in closing, if you're not interested, just be like, nah, I'm good. And move
Just
on.
be honest.
Look at that
But
now.
some people
Know
like
what you
the
want when you
attention,
go
though.
in it. Know what you want when you know what you want when you go in it, and then now just.
And get what you want when you come out. Go ahead, Robert. I got you.
Would you consider dating your ex again? I guess.
Yes. You would? You would guess?
Y'all just wrote this one down.
Yeah. You
Yo, can't you tell? Did you notice that all the ones you wrote tonight were the ones that you didn't mix that?
Ah,
Well,
I'm trying to mix it,
it's
Robert.
too late now.
it's too late now.
Oh, yeah. Shit. God. Come on, Robert.
Anyways,
So you would date your ex again? There's think. We're gonna let you think on it.
Like, is
I don't
there
have
an
a lot of
ex
them,
that?
so it ain't like
Is
that.
there someone that you kind of had a relationship with that you're like, man, if
think-
I ever had the chance to maybe have a relationship with them, would I do it again?
I messed up on one relationship
Okay, there we go.
at a young age, and I wanted that one again for a long time, but we ended up just being friends, and I was cool with that.
How old were you? Like you in your
I was like
20s?
18.
Oh, you was young, yeah. And then like you're grown now, like you're a man now, so. And then.
But that was the first love. Everybody felt like that.
Oh, that was.
What was your first love?
Mhm.
Man, no, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't date them again. I mean,
I wouldn't date my first love again either. Hell no, fuck you.
I mean, I wouldn't date the first guy I
Yeah.
dated when I was in high school
Oh,
again. I mean, you know.
I had rough times. I'm cool with every last one of my exes. Minus,
Yeah, come with it.
I'm like, literally not cool. Like,
Fuck
I'm
you,
dead
guys.
to her to
Wow,
one ex.
I knew it. What
The
fuck
other
did
one,
you
we
do
just
for
don't
her to
talk.
be like that?
We don't talk because she just didn't believe in that type of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we weren't really friends before we got together, so
Okay,
it was
okay.
kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, it would have been kind of forced. Then the other ones, nah, we was all cool. Like, I really believe in that friendship first type joint. Like,
For
I really
sure.
pursue a real friendship before I really get that deep with anybody.
Would you think? Is there one ex that you would think really hard? Then? Think really hard.
You do the same. Think really hard. Is there anyone that you want to date again? No.
No, not one name here. Not one. One.
Huh? There's only one guy we really didn't even date. We just had this ridiculous situation for 5 years.
You got fucked buddy for 5 years?
Wait,
We
hold
was
on a
no,
second.
just for the
Was it
record.
off and
No,
on?
our relationship, we never had sex. Here's the thing, we never had sex.
That's why.
And
Right.
That is-
You
it
so
is.
you don't want to? I would. If I was you, if I ain't tapped that, I would. You know what I'm saying? Want to date him.
Well,
just
no.
so I can tap.
every time we tried to date, it never worked out because I was dating someone when he was single, and then when he was single, I was dating one of his fraternity brothers, and it just kind of
Is
happened.
he single now?
Huh?
Is he single now?
Well, he got married, had 3 kids, got divorced, and I clearly was in a relationship when he was single. So it just never meant. It just was never meant to be.
But it was though
Because-
he divorced her.
Well, no. Here's what happened
could've
when
been
he
you.
finally was gonna break
It was
up.
meant for
No.
her to be a stepmom and 3
Well,
kids.
No, let me tell you though. Now let me tell you though. When there was a point where I was single and he was about to break up with her, she was like, "I'm pregnant," and then he was kind of like, "Crap." So
Ooh.
yeah,
So
so
he felt like he had to marry her because
Yeah.
she was pregnant.
yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
And, you know, he's Catholic and all that stuff, and he was
He's a what?
Catholic.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's
Now-
like, well, you
That don't
know.
You
mean
dodged
nothing.
that bullet for sure.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah. Are you Catholic?
No,
Oh, okay. Well, you dodged that one then.
they stopping no trade.
mean, we're friends. I mean, I've known him since he was.
Waiting on you to break
No,
up.
no, because he's now engaged to someone else.
Oh my god.
No, literally, as long as I've known him, and I've known him since, because he's 4 years, about to be 30. So I've known him since because both his sisters were my sorority sisters.
Oh.
So I've known him since he was like 15. So I've known him for like 20 years.
Damn, y'all got history.
So as long as I've known him, he's only been single for like 2 months. Because he's always in a relationship. He's one of those guys.
That's not a red flag.
Clearly, like I said, we never dated for a reason because I was always single when he was in a relationship.
I understand people that gotta be in a relationship their whole life. Like, they can't survive without being with somebody.
I'm pretty
never
fine
been
not
like
being in a
that.
relationship. I'm like,
I
deuces, it's over, it's over.
did after I broke up. I wish I did jump into another relationship, but I just
No, I think you need to take time to yourself, do your thing, and then when the next one comes, it comes. Don't be looking for one. Don't be searching for it. And
Yeah, live your life. It just,
Well, what I'm saying is like, okay, so after you break up, like, okay, yeah, you be single and stuff, but then it's like, maybe you should go ahead and jump in another relationship. So that case, like, if you wait so long and then you end up being in a relationship with that person, then it's like it don't work out. So you might as well go ahead and jump in a relationship then.
yeah, and then you get stuck with somebody, and then it
Yeah.
don't work out. You done became so dependent on being in a relationship that you don't know how to live on your own. Like, it's 2 people that depend on so many other people's feelings for them to be satisfied. That's just nah. Like, if you can't make yourself happy, then you definitely don't need to be in a relationship because all you doing is just breeding toxicity. If not to the relationship, to yourself. Like, because then you're willing to bend for anything just to be in a relationship. And it's like, nah, fuck that. There's too many dudes that will be with you and will use your ass up. And they got shit for themselves. And you just happy because they treat you, they tell you they love you, they don't cheat on you. And nah, that ain't
So
cool.
you think they don't cheat. I mean, does that go the same way for? Does it go the same way for like when you're single? It's like, when is it time to be in another relationship?
I mean, you know when you meet the right person. I don't think that you should be. I jokingly call him serial monogamous. I call one of my friends that because literally she always had a boyfriend. Literally, she broke up with a guy. She started dating no one. She ended up marrying him. Who she is.
Oh.
But some people just always feel like they have to have someone, and to me, I see that as a sign of insecurity and being afraid of learning who you are. Because some people can't, like it's like the people who can never be alone in silence.
Some people are so scared of failure that they won't even face their greatness. Like,
I like that. That's
kind of jacked up.
that is a nice quote. I like that.
But either you want to be great or you don't. You gonna do what you want. You gonna make time for what you want to make time for. You gonna make it happen or you won't. And for me, that's a red flag enough because if you ain't strong enough to handle yourself, you too scary for me. Ain't no way you can handle anything I got coming because I'm coming with bombs at any moment, all the time.
Okay.
There's gonna be some shit.
Pipe it down.
Whitney, you never answered yours. See, like she was diverting
Oh
from
no,
the.
it's time for us to go.
It's time for you to answer the question,
It's
motherfucker.
time for you to answer it.
You know what? Yes, there is an extent. No, this one right here, he deserved everything that he got after we broke up. But yeah. But there's one ex that I would go back to, but he had got married and had got a divorce. So I think something about she cheated or something. I was like, oh, should have stuck with me, baby. Anyway.
I mean, you're like, maybe he was better.
All right.
Anyway, but yes, that was it. But no, I would not. I would, in closing, don't go back to your ex because they're an ex for a reason.
With that being said, Mixed Madness. We got Mixed Madness. We just got picked up by the camp.
Yay!
So next one's gonna be we moved the date to a Tuesday,
Woo!
June
It
15th.
calls for a shot. Give
We'll
me
be
a
at the camp at 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all check us out. Whole bunch of DJs, industry people in the building. It's gonna be
Yes.
nice. Next week we're gonna be gone. I'm taking the baby cuz our producer out
Without
to
us.
Yes, without us.
Without us.
Orlando for his 21st. So
We're giving you
gonna be
side
out
eye,
of here.
Robert.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't be looking at us rolling your eyes. Whatever.
Check this out.
We are the
I got
fun.
5 letters for you. IDGAF.
Whatever. You know what?
We're
Send us
remember-
the address, Tim. We'll ride.
Anyways, with that being said, it's been great. See y'all next week.
Bye.
For the see you in 2 weeks for the next
Right.
episode of Happy Hour. And we out.
I'm coming. I'm pulling up. I'm doing a couple of pops ups.
Whitney, you are not going to pop up in Orlando.